Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about something that has been brought to my attention a few times. I've had people ask me how I feel about potentially writing something that has to do with this whole virus situation that's going on, and I don't want to talk about that a lot. I don't want to go on about that. You know what it is. Unless you've lived under a rock for the last 3 months or been in a coma, you probably know all about it. Anyway, and people have said, that's a great idea for your books. You should put that in your books. And to that, I say no. And the reason why I say no is because we're seeing it so much in the media. Like, we're practically brainwashed by it. It's in the media, it's online, you can't escape it. And it's actually getting a little better, but at first, that is all you saw in the news. There was nothing else apparently going on in the world. And that's the problem is that it's too much and people are living this hell. So, and that might sound like an exaggeration, but it's been not. Some people, it's been more of a hell than others. The point is, we've been living this, all of us. So nobody wants to read about it. And they're not going to run and read about it 6 months from now, maybe 6 years from now, 6 decades from now, if we're still here on Earth, 6 decades from now. But not now, and not anytime soon. I do have a reference in my new book, She Was His Angel, with regards to viruses in general and how they come about. It's just sort of a couple little passing comments, though. It's not something I really went into. It wasn't the plot of the book by any means. It wasn't this specific virus that we're talking about. Just reference to how they can potentially be created in a lab. Is that true? I don't know. People might think I'm nuts and be like, oh, this dumb idiot. She doesn't know what she's talking about. They came from bats, which to me seems as weird as, coming from a lab. But actually it seems less plausible, but what do I know? So yeah, the idea is that they come from a lab. They were created on purpose for a reason. And, my character's speculating about who and why that would happen. And it just kind of is like a little tiny portion of the book, and I mean very tiny. They're looking into it for a docu-series that they're doing and kind of investigating it because it's sort of a big pharma, so they're sort of looking at that angle, something that came to their attention. But that's it. I would not want to write a whole book about this. And in general, I just read an article the other day that said that in general, publishing companies don't want anything to do with this kind of thing. No! Or this sort of dystopian, I think I'm saying that word right, maybe I'm not, sort of this futuristic or what if this were to happen sort of scenario in books. They don't want that. Nobody wants to read that now. I think that's probably obvious, maybe not. But I think when people bring it up, they don't bring it up to be like, oh, I want to read that. That's totally cool because that's what I'm living and I want to read about it too. I think they bring it up because they kind of like the idea. And they know I like to sort of investigate and explore various conspiracy theories in my books and ideas. And so I understand what they mean. Like, geez, that sounds like something you'd have in your books. Well, as horrific as my books can get, and as scary as my books can get, I have to admit this is probably like way worse. But even I wouldn't go there. And I've said that before when I've talked about sort of like the Handmaid's Tale concept. I wouldn't want to do that kind of book. Well, maybe I would. I won't say discredit the idea, but I have often said I've watched very violent shows. The Handmaid's Tale scared me more than any of them. Just the whole concept and the concept of writing about something like that kind of would freak me out. I think if I start to explore it way too much, what could happen, the what if, the 1984 sort of, if you're familiar with George Orwell, that kind of thing. It's interesting to look at and consider. I enjoy that kind of stuff, and I enjoy kind of looking at various theories and the what if. But I wouldn't want to write a whole book about it. I mean, I like to throw in a little tidbits because with my writing, I like to throw in something for you to think about. It doesn't mean this is the way it is or this is not the way it is. I think it's fun just to kind of put the idea out there, to consider it. And even when I'm reading stuff, there's stuff I read that people won't be like, why are you reading that? Or why are you watching the video where this guy's talking about, well, I don't know, aliens or something. Not necessarily aliens, but something that seems a little extreme. I like to kind of look at those different ideas. Are they extreme? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But I like to keep my mind open to everything and all the possibilities, and I enjoy that. Even if I, read an article or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, no. But I'd like to at least consider it, and that's what I think we all should be doing, more of critical thinking and such. And not just because we've been told this is the way it is, but asking yourselves, why is it like that? Is it like that? You kind of have to look at things from the outside the box sort of concept, I guess you could say. Anyway, so yeah, that's my long answer saying no, I would not do a book on this current pandemic under any circumstances. I don't know. I'm sure there's some people who could do it in such a way that would work. I'm positive, it just depends on your style and stuff. It wouldn't be something that would interest me, though. And I don't know if people want to read about that, at least not right now. Not today, probably not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe someday, not right now. No. Anyways, guys, that's just something somebody brought up to me. A few people actually brought up to me, and I just wanted to address. Thank you. Have a great day. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you.